Puzzle Bubble Everybubble is for everybody who digs Puzzle Bubble. To get much more straightforward than a puzzle game like Puzzle Bubble, Taito first launched the series in arcades in Japan back in 1994, after which it made its way to the West under the title Buzz and Move, putting players in the role of characters from 1986 arcade classic Bubble Bubble as they took aim at an ever-descending stack of bubbles and set forth to pop them all before they come crashing down. The setup is pure tile matching bliss, and all the good parts of it are very much intact, along with a lot more in Elite Entry. Puzzle Bubble Every Bubble. Every Bubble takes the arcade puzzling we know and love and brings it to the Nintendo Switch with a new 4-player co-op adventure, various online and offline multiplayer modes, a Puzzle Bubble vs Space Invaders crossover, and more. You can either stick to the game you're more familiar with and try to rise up the high score ranks, or dive into a lengthy story mode complete with the new items and gimmicks that switch up the basic bubble popping action. There's no wrong way to play Puzzle Bubble, but the new release from Eden Games proves you can never have too many options. When it comes to hanging out with Bob and the rest of the crew, whether you're invested in the plight of the Rainbow Islands or not, you'll find plenty of meat in the bones of the single player of cooperative adventure at the heart of Puzzle Bubble Every Bubble. Each stage has an intended to rescue your friends who are trapped in bubbles, in addition to throwing in new parameters that make each successive stage the much trickier. There are special bubbles, crates, and other spanners in the works that you will have to thinking outside your usual bubble aiming box. The presentation of Puzzle Bubble Every Bubble is delightfully simple and clean. Sure, you can expect your room to be filled to the prime with a gleeful of pop-free sound effects and whirring thinners as the clock dwindles. Of course, throughout, there's something relaxing about jumping back into this colorful puzzler and popping away, even if the later stages get too difficult for you at a certain point. Losing and trying is a painless and speedy process, and it's moving from one stage to another for the typical just one more hook associated with the series. Replay value is abundant, and Puzzle Bubble Every Bubble, which will entertain players for as long as they maintain an interest in Puzzle Bubble in general. If you're looking for a go-to puzzle the big and park on your Switch home screen, Every Bubble is an abundantly attractive option.